What's good? This is Night Game. How you guys doing? Got 2 cameras, 2 angles. Hi. I mean, you know, writing music for other people's, it's really fun, man. It's like playing a character. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I used to do musical theater when I was a kid. And so it's like, kind of like that almost, you know what I mean? Like you go in and you'd be somebody else for a day. And that feels good sometimes to get outside yourself. But I miss telling stories, you know? When I was a kid, looking in the mirror, with the Stratocaster on, you know? Staring myself in the eye like, I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna rock, you know what I mean? And you lose that a little bit when you're in your sweatpants and you're in the studio for a long time making music for other people, you know, you lose that. The kid, I had to invite him back in my life, you know, that kid had to come back in my life and play with the toys in the studio, play with the gear, check out the new keyboards, because, you know, I got some toys for him to play with, you know, and it's like, I don't know, man, I just missed loving music. I didn't love it anymore. Like, I love the people I was working with so much, you know, but I missed loving music, and I don't know, man, I just wanted to detach from a result and just write to write. And honestly, my perspective was that if this, I didn't know what this thing was, like if this record didn't even come out, like I had a little inkling that it would, you know, hopefully turn into like some type of project that I would be performing with and stuff like that, but I just wanted to see if I should quit, really, you know, and turns out I shouldn't. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it started out like a little, maybe a little more singer-songwritery, pretty depressed. Like I was playing a shitload of poker like every night, and then coming and like, I don't know, just like trying to get out of this funk where, you know, like it, I just throw stuff at the wall because I couldn't write something I felt was great, and you know, I wrote some pretty destructive kind of like sad songs that didn't end up making the record, you know what I mean? And slowly I started to like enjoy it, you know, and then the songs kind of got, outfit came in maybe about halfway. Yeah, Kirin's every step of the way, this project, man. He's been involved. Like I saw a video of him playing, I don't even think it was music, just like had all his pedals set up, and he was on the street on this video, and Francois Titas, who I was making the record with, showed me, and he's like, I was like, who do you think is the ideal, you know, guy to play with me, you know, and do this? And he showed me this video. I don't even think he played one note. It was just expressive and kind of doing the Kirin's thing. And man, he painted the most beautiful colors all over this record, you know, and his fingerprints are all over it in such a, you know, amazing way. I'm so grateful for him to be out here with me on tour, and such an amazing collaborator. He brings out the best in me by far. He's, you know, there's no rules with him. The song came to be, I was just, you know, I was talking to you about playing a lot of poker, you know, I was playing like every night. I mean, I haven't had a drink in a really long time, like 8 years or whatever, and filling the void with like gambling and whatever, going to Las Vegas looking for answers and the cards or something, you know, like just filling that hole where the stuff used to be. You know, I met this girl when I was in Vegas who was, you gonna check your phone while we're doing the interview? You thought I was serious? Yeah. That's good. You can keep that too. Dude's on his phone like, okay, I don't care what he has. Yeah, man, like I met this girl that when I was there, it was pretty like majorly free spirit. She had a passion that I want to talk about, you know what I mean? And a job she wasn't really super proud of. And she said that to me, you know, I was like asking her about her past, and she said, you know, hey, man, like bad girls don't cry. And I was like, light bulb, you know. I don't know, I got some fuel from that to finish the record, and certainly write this song. Kirin, yo, pop in, say hi.
G'day, how you doing? Hello, nice to meet you. Favorite song on the record? Mm-hmm. It's changed a lot. Maybe Summerland at the moment.
Whoa!
Yeah. Or Coffee and Cigarettes. Yeah.
Deeper cuts.
Yeah, both on the back half of the record. Yeah. Enjoying Die Little now. Always love Do You Think About Us? Do You Think About Us? I always love Photograph. The song is full of I mean, this record's full of great songs. Yeah, I mean, with my own music, I have two little brothers playing my band live, but with the Night Game, it's sort of simultaneously the complete polar opposite of my solo thing, as well as kind of exactly the same as well. How do I explain that? You know what, the biggest thing for me is I love just being able to play guitar in a band and being able to express myself through that, let that be my voice. And in this band, that's my voice, you know, and Martin has control of the lyrics and the melody and has the vision, really. And for me, I just need to, I have one job, I have one paintbrush, and I get to express myself very freely with that. And it's not restricting at all. In fact, if anything, it's more liberating, as opposed to my own solo thing where I'm running the show.
I think streaming is great for music. I think music should be free. I think I don't know. I don't remember really like what. I remember buying music and that being really great. Obviously for musicians, I'm sure. And I remember buying CDs. But since I've been making music, music's been free. I grew up in MySpace generation. You know what I mean? So it was like, hey man, burn our CD. You know, just come to the show. You know, like I've never. You know, like.
Also, in the scheme of things, like music as a commodity has only really existed for less than 100 years.
yeah, exactly.
Music for thousands of years has been just a way of storytelling, a way of bringing communities together.
With mandolin and whatever, you know.
And it's sort of almost coming back to that, where it's now forming communities, albeit online communities, or I mean, you know, still facilitating real physical. You know, we're playing a show tonight. We've been playing to sold out rooms across the country. But yeah, that idea of ownership of music is a relatively new one, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to be making some money. And you know,
I just think it's. I mean, like, who cares? I think it's like you get it instantly. You know, like, if I want to listen to a song, I listen to it instantly. I think that there was something really, really great when I was a kid about having my music collection. You know what I mean? And I'd organize my CDs and organize
How did you organize them?
Well, I had it alphabetically. And like, so I was OCD back then too. And the tapes, you know.
My CDs, I had them organized with through a thematic line where there had to be some through line. Either there was a shared member,
that's how you and I differ. I do alphabetically, and you do it more artistically. Yeah.
There was always a through line. It started with the Velvet Underground, and then it moved on through like CBGB's punk, and then. Always there was a through line.
Oh man, yeah.
Or it could even be a lyric or a personal experience, whatever it was, whatever
you organized it. So I think that there was something really beautiful about owning that, because you were proud of that CD. So like, if you bought a CD, right, or a tape, and it maybe kind of thought it sucked first listen, but you're like, you invested $12 in that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna force yourself to like it. So you're gonna listen to it 4 more times, and some of those records are my favorite. Now, the grower not a shower kind of thing maybe gets pushed to the side because people want immediacy, which I think that part's bad for music, but I think also the accessibility is good for music. So it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think from a minimalist point of view of like have less belongings, streaming is great.
I gotta go to the poo.
Yeah, go.
Thank you.
I mean, I think the songs speak pretty big thematic, you know, look thematically large. I have a pretty big personality. You saw Kirin, he's got a pretty big personality. It's sort of how it is. So what are you gonna do? I mean, I try to tame it. I would say it's harder to play the small rooms, you know. I like the grandiosity of a bigger room. I think it's pretty fun. I mean, I like playing the small rooms too, because it's an intimate connection with the people in the first couple of rows, but you know, it's like, it's your dream when you're a kid. You pop in an arena, you put your hands up, the crowd goes wild, you know. So that for me is like, you know. But this is fun. It's a really, really beautiful building block being in a place like this, and having that really tight and intimate connection. I enjoy it too, and I think it's just, you know, it's really just body language, you know, and it's like acting or something like that, you know. Theater acting, you go big. Screen acting, because the camera's right on you, you go a little tighter. So, you know, it's like sort of like that. I mean, I just try. specifically with this project, you know, it's like, do what it feels, you know. It's like, you think about it too much. Sometimes I'll get in that head, like, man, I want people to like me, or I want this crowd to like me, man. I hope they like me, you know. I hope, and I like got to go back to like that kid, you know, the kid, like, kid just wants to play music, man. He just wants to love this song. He wants to. He's here. It's okay, you know what I mean. It's not about the validation. Just play the song. You know what I mean? And it's like then it can you settle down a little bit because you're not. Sometimes you overcompensate because it's insecurities. You know, you like do too much. You know, with your body or whatever. And I think a big lesson I've learned, specifically in the context of this project, is man, do less. You know? Do less.